going to have a look at how North Koreans get fake passports. But before I do that, I would like to thank very much my subscribers on YouTube. I really appreciate you people subscribe. Thanks. So first, a bit of background. One of the biggest exports from North Korea comes from the Masudeo Art Studio. They produce huge statues. See one here. And they mostly sell them to Africa. A lot of African leaders like to have a statue of themselves. But the US imposed sanctions in 2016 and the EU followed very quickly after that, and then the UN as well. So it became pretty much impossible for Mansudeo Art Studio to do this. We're going to have a look at the Congo Akondo group. They opened a dollar account for their business, which they registered a business in the Democratic Republic of Congo. But they opened the bank account in Cameroon by the Afriland First Bank. And what they do in the Congo is selling statues. And they buy coltan and they sell coltan. Now, I will make a special video about this one. Just subscribe and you will see it. Let's have a look at the Akondo. The Akondo group, they work for the Korea PACO Trading Corporation, which means White Tiger. Like I said, they have an account in Cameroon, and from that account they can send money via the BMC International in the UK to the owner of the bank, which is the Bank of Africa. And the Bank of Africa has offices in Europe like France, Spain, UK, but also in China, Italy, Germany, UAE, Belgium, Canada and the Netherlands. And that means that when they get paid in the Congo, they can freely transfer the money to any of these places without any problems. Here are two of the statues that they provided. One is of Kabila. Like I said, leaders like to have big statues of themselves, and the other one is of a tribal warrior. And here are the two North Koreans that registered the company. And on the side there is a picture of one of them. Let's have a quick look at the passport. As you can see here, it says PO, and that means that this is a person that works for the North Korean government. There are 4 passport types in North Korea, and diplomatic, and then the normal one, the PP, that's personal passport, and this is an official passport. So we know that they actually are working directly for the North Korean government. It's such a nice feature, they put that on the passport. You don't have to do too much work. Previous North Korean agents would get passports from Kiribati. Here is North Korea, Australia, and here's Kiribati. Kiribati is a very small island. And up till 2015, if you paid enough, you could get a passport. Obviously, the North Koreans have a need for new passports, simply because when you come with a North Korean passport, it is more and more difficult to do business. One of the ways they do that, I will explain here. We start in Cambodia. In Cambodia, there is a town that is famous for gambling. Sihanoukville. Between 2016 and 2018, $1 billion was invested. It used to be a village by the sea, and now it's casinos all over, and they're mainly used by Chinese people because in China it's prohibited to gamble, but you can either gamble online by these casinos or you can just fly there. On the right side, if you go to any hotel in Sihanoukville, the staff will put these kind of advertising under your door. So when you come back from a trip in town, you'll find 5 or 10 of these kind of advertisements in case you're interested in a girl. Why is North Korea interested in this place? Because it is an ideal place for them. There is gambling, sex, drugs, and death. Any town where you have a lot of gambling going on, you will have a lot of sex work. And many of the drugs users, they will eventually die. And this is why North Korea is interested in it. Because when the people die, they become interesting. The picture on the left shows some of the results from the Khmer Rouge. Many people were killed, but also a lot of paperwork was destroyed. And that means that there are a lot of people that, there might be a birth certificate, but it might be unclear. It's just a handwritten paper. And many civil servants understand that, it might be difficult to organize things. Let's go to the dead ones. What you need is a friendly doctor, and a friendly doctor is usually just a matter of the right price. Because if somebody dies of a drug overdose, they will contact the family and they might arrange a funeral or transport. But they do forget to file the death certificate and then they get paid. If a doctor does not file a death certificate, then this person is not dead. And that means that if you find a friendly civil servant, you can get a birth certificate and then you can apply for a passport. And in this way, it is relatively easy for North Korean agents to become a Cambodian citizen. And with a Cambodian passport, you can pretty much travel all over Asia, but you can also start a business in Africa without that anybody would wonder, because it seems legit and you have a real passport. Thanks for watching. I'll have a lot more on North Korea, so please subscribe.